Another problem with door installation is that they're sitting up high off the floor. So that's the gap, which is about 10 millimeters gap. We have these doors are installed on top of the hardwood, and these cutouts were here for the when the original doors were installed. So the original doors were not sitting on top of the hardwood; they were sitting on on the floor below the hardwood. So we have a gap here, 10 millimeters plus. This vinyl floor is about 3 millimeters, so let's say that's a 13 millimeters total height. We'll be installing a luxury vinyl, which could be the thickness ranges from 4 millimeters to 8 millimeters. So with the door installation, we have to go for a minimum in case it will be 4 millimeters. So let's say it will be 4 millimeters. The gap over there, once this flooring is removed and hardwood is removed, so the gap over here will become 13 millimeters minus 4. We're going to have 9 millimeters gap here and here once the luxury vinyl LVP is installed. So when contractor knew about that, we're going to do this LVP, because on the second floor he installed the door with casing that has a big gap, same thing as here. So I told him that we're going to do LVPs and asked him to fix that. So here I installed the entire door with casing. And here's another door, has exactly the same problem. It's sitting on top of the hardwood floor, and the cutout was done for the it was the original door cutout. So and here the door frame is sitting on the floor. This looks like there is a little gap over there. Casing is sitting on the floor, which is fine, but casing here is short. It's shorter than the door. I can stick my finger in it, so I'm gonna say about 10 millimeters gap right here. So another gap right here, about 10 millimeters. So this casing, it's shorter than a door frame, so this casing needs to be replaced. Otherwise, again, with LVP you're going to have a gap here. Here's another casing, another door casing right here. I can stick my finger under it, and I don't know if you can see the gap over here between door frame and casing. So here not too bad. I don't know, about 5 millimeters maybe, something like that gap. A little bit here. Same thing here, about 5 millimeters. Here, same problem. The door is sitting on the floor, but the gap here, the casing is shorter than the door frame, and the gap is about 10 millimeters. I can stick my finger in it. So the casing will need to be replaced for this door. Here it's not too bad. Casing, I'm gonna say, I would say all the way to the floor, maybe like 1 or 2 millimeters gap over there. Yeah, or maybe 3 or something. But anyways, this is not too bad. Another door here, casing, gap. There's a little gap here, about 5 millimeters. No gap here, no gap here. So look at this gap. Gap. Let's stick my finger in it. No gap. I would say a couple millimeters, maybe 3 millimeters gap, which is not bad, but this is bad. No gap. Has a gap about 5 millimeters. Gap about 5 millimeters. And here's the where he had a big gap over here. I asked him to reinstall the casing for this door, for this bedroom door. Zero gap. Zero. The casing is all the way to the floor. The door goes all the way into the floor. It's below the carpet. And this is also not all the way to the floor, but you know, it's maybe 2 millimeters. Plus this thing, contractor forgot to put all the nails in the casing.